Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your love reading for the second half of April 2019. This month, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But Sagittarius, let's see what we have going on for you. You start off with the King of Wands and the Chariot, which is, so the King of Wands is you showing up here in this reading. I feel like this puts you in a very strong position. I love whenever anybody shows up as their own sign as the king. To me, it says, like, it puts you in a position of power and strength. The Chariot says you are moving towards victory as well. So I feel like there could be a victory in love this month for you as well. For some of you, what I would say is I don't think this is actually love, even though it is a victory in love. So maybe you don't have love coming in, but maybe you have some sort of realization that causes a change in the way that you find love in the future. Or maybe you take some sort of risk that attracts love in the future. So, what I will say is I'm almost at the end of doing these readings. And, it just hasn't been that great of a month for love for most people. And that doesn't mean that it's going to be bad or anything like that. I feel like if you're in a relationship, by the way, things will be fine this month for the most part, just looking at your cards here. Maybe a little bit slow, but overall, that'd probably be fine. But it just doesn't seem like, that great of a month for attracting love. I think only Scorpio had an actual positive reading for love. So, but, I feel like people could be more focused on themselves, focused on creating changes, which is probably a good thing, is what I'd say here. And part of me feels like this is because we're at that, at the beginning of Jupiter retrograde kind of. So I feel like that's maybe why people are more focused on themselves or focused on something. And Jupiter is in your sign. So like I said, a lot of you could just be focused on creating improvements. This could also represent a move. This has come up for quite a few signs this month that there is potential for moving, and that could be what brings love into your life. Next you have the Hermit card and the Mirror. This came up for Virgo. It came up for somebody else as well, but I feel like a lot of you could be just going inside of yourself and kind of discovering things about yourself. I think this came up for Taurus is who it was also, but you could be doing a lot of self-analysis, looking at yourself and trying to figure out maybe you are trying to be more honest with yourself and say why am I not attracting the right love? Maybe you're looking at that on a deeper level and really analyzing things, and I feel like that will bring success ultimately, because it might bring uncomfortable answers, but it might also bring answers that allow you to fix any problems or challenges that you're going through. Or maybe you're realizing that you keep attracting the same type of, bozo basically, and maybe you're realizing that you're attracting the wrong type of person, so it's like you're making the change to attract the right type of person. So I do feel like you could be making very positive changes as far as love is concerned. For others, this could just say that you need to get out of hermit mode to attract love into your life. So I would definitely try and get out in public if you want love, and that will probably attract love into your life. Next you have the Four of Swords and the Historian. You're getting a lot of these Oracle cards. This deck, by the way, has 5 Oracle cards in it. I'm not the biggest fan of Oracle cards, but the Historian is a card of being very specific about what you want in a relationship. This card also said, hold on one second, Sagittarius. Sorry about that, Sagittarius. I thought I heard something rattling around outside. It was just a cat. So there you go, if you were wondering what it was. But anyway, I feel like for some of you, this is you needing to get clear. I feel like you need to look at the past and see what challenges there were in relationships, or maybe you are discovering, like I said, this came up for 3 other people, that you could be thinking about past relationships and saying, these people are all the same. What is it about them that I'm attracted to? But, what is negative? What is positive? How can I get more of the positive, less of the negative, as far as that's concerned? For others, this could be you going through a recovery period, health-wise. So I felt doctor on this card for some reason. So I feel like you could be taking time to heal from a health matter or health issue. And so maybe that is why there are challenges, or maybe that's why you aren't maybe finding love at this time. It's because you're trying to heal from something. Next you have the Fool card. This is coming up in your challenge position and the Lovers. So not good for a love reading to have the Lovers show up in the challenge position, but maybe love is a challenge. The Fool says taking a leap of faith into a relationship could be a challenge. So maybe not wanting to get hurt could be holding you back from love, because it's we have to be willing to be vulnerable to get love in our lives. We have to be willing to get hurt to have love in some way. So maybe that's part of the challenge. The Lovers is also a card of a choice. To me, the Lovers, it's weird because I have never really read the Lovers as a love card, even though it is the Lovers. To me, I always read this card as a choice to make between something old and something new. So it says that maybe you have a heart, maybe you always pick the bad boys or the bad girls, right? And maybe you need to pick the good person, not the bad person, the bad boy, the bad girl, whatever you want to call it. So maybe you need to pick someone who is just a little bit more honest and truthful, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you have to pick the opposite of what you normally go for. And maybe that's a challenge. Or maybe you just have to choose love. Maybe you want love, but you also kind of don't. Maybe part of you, maybe you need to examine your thoughts and think about, like, do I really want love, or do I not want love? Like, maybe you have thoughts that kind of push love away. So this could be you needing to make the choice to make the change to pick love. For others, I feel like you're like over prepared for love. I feel like you could be like worried about love. But I feel like you're ready for it. So I feel like you need to kind of like go for it and take the risk. The Fool asks you to take the risk here to allow love into your life. So I feel like a lot of you kind of have to take that risk as well. I just said to somebody, it might have been you that I said it to. I don't remember, but Black Moon Lilith is moving into Pisces, which is like can represent the fear of being naked, but literally, it could be literally like in the bedroom, or it could be also like other fears as well about love. So you could be having fears about love, especially with Black Moon Lilith at the end of the month moving into Pisces. But maybe this says you just have to take the risk to open up to it, to allow it to happen. Your solution is the Ten of Wands and the Five of Swords. Yeah, your solution is to move on from the past, basically. Ten of Wands, releasing burdens. Five of Swords, having gone through a lot of difficulties and challenges, a lot of hurt and all that other stuff, but needing to realize that, not everybody is like your exes, not everybody is a jerk and all this other stuff, or not everybody will cheat and all this other stuff. So I feel like you're kind of like letting go of the past, and that is, so I feel like you are moving past this energy, which is good. And I feel like that will help attract love into your life. I also feel like some of you, I feel like, are picking more things that are important to you. Like, this is a card of responsibilities. So it says maybe you have a lot of responsibilities in your life, and maybe this prevents love from coming into your life because maybe you're like working too much, or maybe you're too focused on your business. So I feel like some of you are like maybe letting go of some things that you do on a daily basis, and you could be like just opening up more time for love in your life, and I feel like that will be a good thing. I feel like this will take a little bit of time. So like I said, like I always say, I'm not one of those readers that is going to claim love is coming in all the time, love is coming in like every single day or every single month. But what I will say is I feel like that over the next few months you could be attracting love because you're like letting go of certain responsibilities that you don't need, that are preventing you from finding love. And finally, you have the King of Swords in the Sun. Look at this. You have had this card show up in your daily readings a lot, the King of Swords. So this is a very mature type of person that could be coming into your life. So it could be somebody who's older than you, but this card also just represents wisdom. So it can just represent like a very intelligent type of person that's coming in for you, or somebody who has a lot of wisdom, who has a lot of life experiences, and that type of person could be coming in for you in love. And I feel like this person will stand out. The Sun says this person will glow, literally. Kind of like I said, the King of Wands is also kind of like a card of somebody who glows, somebody who stands out. So I feel like for some of you, there could be somebody coming in who really stands out. I would have to say it's probably not this month. Also, it could be male, female, whatever sex you're attracted to, doesn't matter. I don't attach sex to my cards, so I feel like it could be any sex that you are attracted to here. But it's just the type of person, somebody with wisdom, somebody who stands out, somebody who's very like stoic, and somebody who has authority in life as well. This person could be a leader. They could be like a manager at a job, or anything like that. So I feel like there's a lot of good energy coming in for you. I also feel like there's more happiness. Just like you being more happy will probably be something that attracts more love into your life here. Yeah. So what I would say is I feel like you have to be patient at this time. This is you right here, Sagittarius. So you're showing up, and Six of Pentacles is a card of patience. It's a card of growth. It's funny because I've been saying to Leo for a long time, they get this card here. This to me is a card of being sick and tired of just getting just enough in something, right? So maybe you are the same. Maybe you always get like just enough in a relationship, but maybe you don't really get like the full experience, or maybe you don't get as much energy as you deserve. I feel like you're sick of that, and I feel like you're creating changes so that you can get more than enough in a relationship, is what I'd say here. But Sagittarius, very different reading is what I'd say to you. It looks really good. Like I said, maybe not love this month, but that could change next month. Of course, I'll be doing these readings next month as well, but we will have to see. But a lot of other good stuff, a lot of personal changes. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your month.